joining me today. And here our YouTube live. We're just getting started. All the babies are sort of getting ready. We have got, oh my God, like we've got 20 babies to showcase today. So if you don't find a baby that you love today, I don't know where you're going to find a baby. There's so many. Of course, it does cost something. All babies cost different prices. We've got babies starting as little as $350, going up to $6,500. So it's for most budgets. You can lay by, you can pay up front, you can afterpay, you can zip pay. It's really cool. Now make sure if you're here on YouTube that you make sure you click that like button. Click the like buttons. If you're on TikTok, thank you for tapping the screen. I really appreciate that. And we're getting tiered up on our love on TikTok, so that's really, really cool. We've got our setup here today. And later on when we're working on some really spectacular silicones like this little girl over here, my TikTok family can't really see her. There, we'll be putting on our gloves and making sure we're all set. Let me just move that a little bit there. Aussie family said, hi lovely, it's me, Jody. Oh, thank you for the little chicken. Thank you, I love it. This is my second account. Can you please accept it? I won't be doing anything like that at the moment. I'm far too busy at the moment, but I will have a look at it later. And please also, you know that everyone that is sending gifts on my TikTok at the end of our live stream, I obviously stop and I go to my answering messages and everything. But if you've sent me gifts and really, worked hard to support me in the live stream, I make sure I do give you a follow back. And that way, if I ever see you live, I can come back on and return the favor. Kimberly says, hi from Kentucky. Hi, how are you? I'm glad to see you here. We're very excited today. Yes, 20 babies to showcase today. It's getting bigger and better. And I've got more babies on the way. So if we think of the fact that I'll run out of babies, maybe some days I will. Maybe some weeks it'll be a little bit quiet. But at this stage, we're going really good. Hi, Wendy from the UK. How are you? Now, please note all babies can be sent worldwide. So after the live stream, if you see a baby that you really like, please, please, please take a screenshot of me holding the baby. Then come to me on Facebook and send me a message on Aussie Reborn Supplies and just say, this is the baby I want. How much would it cost to send it to the UK? And then I get all the weights and work that out with you. For my TikTok family, you cannot send me messages on, just to let you know, I'm doing TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So if you see me looking both ways, that's because I'm supporting both of my families. Please give me a like if you're on YouTube. And so I can't accept messages on TikTok at the moment because unfortunately last week in the processes of selling a baby, I mentioned words that TikTok found inappropriate, which is just not having these things on. So you're got nothing on. So a few words like that, just regarding reborns and silicones. And unfortunately, you're not supposed to do that, which I didn't really know. So I've just been banned from sending messages at the moment. But thank you, everyone. Everyone has been so very supportive and just coming over to Facebook and messaging me there. So that was really, really appreciated from all, and the understanding, of course. So now I have to be very careful with my words. And even pictures I share, I can't share, not that I was sending full clothless pictures, but you've got to be really careful. And I fully understand that is protecting our children, and that's what we all want to do. So thank you all for watching. We're going to get started in a minute. And thank you for those who have come on TikTok and who are joining my club. Much appreciated. And please help me to, if there's any, they have little tasks for you guys to complete to help me level up as well. So if you can do that, I'd really appreciate that as well. Don't forget YouTube and TikTok. We do have members on both platforms. So if you want to support on a higher level, you can find, like, if you're on YouTube, you can just go along the top of my channel. Thank you so much, Wendy. Appreciate that. You can just go along the top and you'll see members and you can join my members. And the same goes on TikTok. You can be a subscriber to us as well. Thank you, Wendy. I think you're always a title gifter. I really appreciate the gifts you're sending me right now. Yay! That's my little gift back, and I appreciate it. So the first baby I think we're going to showcase today, I'm just going to, while I'm still talking, I'm going to pick this baby up, and any questions that you need or want or ask. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. How's the sound with everyone today? If you're on All Dolls Playground, hi Robin, how are you from New Zealand? Can you tell me, is the sound all right? Am I nice and clear? And my TikTok family, am I nice and clear? Jessie says, I can hear. That is really good. Well, I've got 2 microphones on today, one which is on my phone. And thank you, Bella. Oh, my God, Bella, thank you so much. Look at those little bears, friendship bears. They're so cute. So, yeah, I got another microphone for my husband's phone. He's on an iPhone. I don't do iPhone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bella. I appreciate it. So hopefully the sound is good on both platforms, because last week I think on YouTube it was a little bit quiet, and we need to make sure everyone hears everything we are talking about for these babies. So like I said, we've got some beautiful babies here to showcase today. Let me just take this one's hat off and her dummy. Oh, she is just so cute. Hopefully I do not knock these microphones too much, but we'll just see how. Oh, howdy, partner. Someone just send me a cowboy hat. I love it. Thanks, Bella. What are you doing? That is so cool. I just giddy up. This little baby is just so cute, and I'm just so grateful that today, this week, we had so many people come forward. Thank you, Amy, for the flowers. I love that one. I don't think I've ever seen that. It sounds good on YouTube. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for being that support there and saying that. Don't forget the likes everywhere, guys. Why scrubs? Because it's just a little bit of entertainment for you guys, making it a little bit fun. This is an adoption centre for reborn babies. So why not? The answer isn't why, it's why not. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a lip. Oh, Amy, that was the cutest little thing. Thank you, Amy. Amy's just going crazy sending me all these gifts on TikTok. Much appreciated, so much. Thanks, Bella. Oh, got that one too. Little kiss on face type of thing. So we've got, yeah, I'm not even going to say, like, we've got 9, I don't know. There's something like, thank you so much, guys. Oh my God, look at that love heart. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, that's love. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Amy. I really appreciate it. It makes TikTok look a little, YouTube look a little bit sad without those colours that are popping up on the screen like they are on TikTok. You haven't missed any yet, Melanie. You haven't missed any. This is the first one I'm holding, and I was just saying how I think there's been like another 12 babies arrive in store this week. So thank you for the ladies who are supporting me in that side, and I know I'm supporting you as well. But this is a two-way relationship street, and I'm looking to sell your babies, and you're looking at helping support the adoption centre, which is really cool. Look at that little dog, it's wiggling its bum at me. That is, oh my God, and again, Bella. That is the cutest little corgi I have ever seen. Okay, now I won't be talking about my gifts all day, even though I love them so much, and I appreciate everyone giving me them so much, but I guess I got to get to the task at hand and show everyone the babies. Now, this baby is a Tony kit by Gudrun Legler. Absolutely beautiful, this one. Thank you, guys. What do the dogs come with when you buy them? They all come with something different, okay? So It depends on the person who's sending them to me. Some people go with big elaborate box openings that they send to me that I have to forward on to you guys. Other people might just send a blanket. So when it comes to the fact that you are wanting a baby, you need to ask that question to me, because I get so busy, sometimes I might not say, okay, it's got all of this, okay? So ask the questions. Ask the questions that you want to see more pictures. Ask if there's any faults, if it's prelim. You guys need to ask the questions. I try to, as much as I can, I try to say all the details about, you know, what you can expect, but it doesn't always come out that way. So I'm just looking at some things here. Blah, 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 blah. So no flaws on this baby. It's got the COA, it's got a dummy, it's got the artist's name and all that. That's all kind of stuff that you ask when you're after a baby. But this little baby girl, it is a Tony kid, but Tony's a girl's name too. Tony's a beautiful girl's name. I really, really love her. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? This one, no, she is a reborn baby. She does have full limbs. Yep, full limbs. I'll check my paperwork there. Full limbs all round. She's wearing the cutest little Spanish knit outfit. And look at her hair. Her hair is very, very pretty. Now, I did make sure I brought a little brush here today. So if we need to see anything a little bit more the way it's supposed to be, I can gently brush it. And now you can see this one's hair. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. How's that for a really very realistic baby look? So look at her. Wouldn't you love to have her in your life? I don't mean to be rude, but I've been curious about as to what reborns are about and what are they for. Well, over the next coming weeks, I haven't done it yet, I'm going to have the words on the wall there for you to explain. There's probably about 50 different words that relate to the world of reborns and what they are good for. Some of the main reasons, though, is dementia, depression, anxiety, grief, coping, loss, collectors, or just loving the art. These are pieces of art, they're hand painted, they're not factory made, and they're not fake dolls at all. Thank you so much, Queenie. Even though they are dolls, they're fake babies, they're not fake kids. They are all authentic. Most of them have their COAs, but they have been confirmed that they are authentic. This little girl, as you can see with the hair, she's got like a dark brown hair, but there is variations in the hair, which is what I love when artists do variations in the hair. So there's a few like different colors in there. There's some lighter hair as well as some darker hair. This baby is really beautifully. She's beautiful. She's really beautifully made. She has got beautiful blue eyes. They look like they're glass eyes with a hazel fleck in the middle. I don't know how well you can see them. I'm just showing my YouTube family first. And then, yep, I think TikTok family can see it really, really good. What do they do for the patients of dementia? Well, when you've got dementia, and God hope none of us ever get it, there's so many things that happen to you. You have memory loss, you get frightened, you get anxiety, just things, a lot of things change in your mind. You sort of revert back to being a little bit younger in mind. Thank you so much, Letitia, for sending that beautiful and joining my club. But the most thing is fear. There's a fear that goes with dementia that you just don't know. You feel a little bit like you're out of control and, you know, things are changing. And when they hold these babies, it makes them feel, it reverts them back to when they were sort of like our age and younger, and when they themselves had their children. And they feel like a sense of purpose. They feel a sense of purpose that they've got something to look after. They can change the baby. Just the cuddling alone is a coping mechanism. It brings them comfort, you know, especially if they're in a nursing home where they're not with family. They need something that just is going to help them through a little bit and make them feel that they're not completely useless, you know. So these babies are a big deal for the dementia patients, a big, big deal. And reborns are the ultimate best for them because they're very versatile. And even though they're still fragile and we don't want to rub any paint or anything, they're a lot more, that they're not as heavy as silicones for a start. So they're really, really good. Okay, so this one, as I said, is the Tony by Gudrun Legler, and it is $450, this one. So if you are after this little baby, please be in touch. Take a screenshot now. $450. Now that $450 postage would be on top of that. So I'm just looking at it. Postage is on top of that. So she is a beautiful baby and definitely a great baby too. That's okay. And I'm sorry if I can't answer everyone's questions. I've got 20 babies to get through today. And even though I'm here until we get through them all, I have nowhere to go today. Some people don't want to sit here for 2 hours waiting for, a baby, so yeah. Yeah, someone else might be able to answer the questions for you. So I'm just going to show you her with her little bonnet on before I put her down. And she also takes a magnetic pacifier dummy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you again. Thank you so much. So she looks really, really cute with her magnetic pacifier too. If you are using these babies for dementia patients, it's really important. Thank you, Wendy. Oh my God, you are just delightful. Thank you so much. But it's really important to let us know because what we will need to do is probably take the magnet out of the head because yeah, getting around the elderly, if it's with someone that has a pacemaker, that's not a good idea. So we would take that out for you, and that's at no extra charge. She really is beautiful. She really is just such a lovely, lovely baby. Very much be someone. I get the problem with this is I like sit here and I think, who do I showcase next? Because we don't necessarily want to leave the best for last, because then that means the people who are watching now and maybe have to go out, they miss out. So I try to jump it up. So, we might jump up from like a $450 baby up to a $4,000 baby. But just remember, they sort of go up and down. And any questions, if you can ask me and I can answer, great. If not, you can send me a message and I can answer afterwards. Okay. I think I'm just going to go to Tate and Tempest now. They're both in here and they're just so blooming cute. I can't believe her. Yes, absolutely, Melanie. Oh, well, you can remember this beautiful little tiny baby. Now, I might actually, I'll leave her there for a moment. She's just going to have a little rest here. And this is Tate and Tempest. Now, they are just beautiful. Let me just get their prices. Yes, I can see it here, I think. Yep. Okay. So this is Tempest. She is just the cutest little girl you could ever imagine. Now, excuse me for a minute. She's got a little tiny bit of bed hair, so I'll just give her a light brush, but we don't want to brush them too much. As you can see or not see, she is a little girl, and the little baby here is a boy version of this one. So they are twins, but they can be sold separately. We do, if anyone ever does buy like a twin set, we do really encourage to keep them together. So we would do a small discount for if you do buy twins. Oh, now look at her. Look at her little bottom there. Now she's a full body silicone. You can see there in her back. And look at the bones, like the bone look in her back. It's just so cute. And the wrinkles when I squeeze her back together. She is full body silicone, like I said, fully anatomically correct, which means she's got girl parts, he's got the boy parts. Now both have got armatures, so you can pose them any way you like. You can bend the legs out, bend the arms out. Very, very, very cute. I love the look of them, like they're chewing their hands. Very, very cute. She is a sweetheart, isn't she? Now, open mouth, yes, so can take a pacifier, also like a bottle or something like that. We don't encourage it too much. This one has got like quite a small opening. So although you can do all of those things, we don't say do it all the time. It's like a sometimes thing, just because they're so fragile and so precious. Now look at her if I sort of crush her legs up to close up to her body. She's got such a cute look about her. Now, she has got beautiful, I always go like this because I'm getting the light from outside, beautiful blue eyes. And let's see if they can be showcased here on YouTube. I think you can see them. They're a dark blue, really pretty blue. It's not, they're glass eyes as well, so they're really great quality. Now, these ones are $4,000 each. They're not, definitely not in the play doll section. This is Tate, the brother. He's got a little different look about him. His eyes seem a little bit more sort of not as wide-eyed as his sister. Again, I'll just give him a light brush. They both have the most beautiful, very finely implanted hair. One hair at a time. Looking at the hair color here, does look like there's a dark brown and then also a lighter brown in. So the variations of color, which I said before that I really, really like. He looks a little bit more serious than his sister. But again, he is full body and anatomically correct. So that means he's got boy parts. I just love the, like I said, the posing of these babies. It just is so, so lovely. Look how cute he is. But definitely, his eyes are different to his sister's. Just slightly different. He does look like he's got a little bit of brown fleck around the pupil of his eye. He is not blinking because he is a doll. You're scared, Cheesy. Well, I'm sorry about that. See, again, his mouth has got a little bit more opening than her. And that's just the way that when, it's being put together and how it has, yeah, well, get bopped. That's so funny. I would talk to you about the education of it all, but I'm sort of more at this stage in for the people who are here for the adoption agency, and we can talk about the pricing later. Of course, these babies, a lot of people, like I said, they don't see the value in them. Like when you say, like, here's $4,000, but you've got to think. I'll always use this comeback for everyone. Everyone in the world has different things that they love, different things that they collect, and we all, are different. And I have a friend who only 2 weeks ago bought a Pokemon card that was worth and paid 21,000. Now, $21,000 for a Pokemon card. Well, I love Pokemon cards, so I think I'd never pay $21,000, but it's just a little piece of cardboard, right? The value is actually in it. Like a Pokemon card's just a piece of cardboard that's printed, and yeah, it might be a rare card. That's great, but this one here, the artist hours, the sculptor's hours, the artist hours, the implanter's hours, the cost of the paint, the cost of the silicone, the cost of the clay, the cost of the hair, and the cost of the eyes, they all add up. And I know that people don't understand that and they get a little bit, uneducated with their comebacks. But if you really educate yourself, you'll really understand why they are so expensive. And yeah, $4,000 is a lot, but that's to you, not to someone else. $21,000 is a lot for most of us to collect a Pokemon card, but not to someone else. And who's to say that that person is wrong if they love what they're doing? It's an investment. These are an investment too. So I'm going to put a little tape back. We'll probably come back to them a little bit later. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a shuffle here. So I'm going to put one of my little bassinets on the ground here. Lucky I've got so many little bassinets and that around here. Oh, this is quite a good one. We'll put this little bed up and we'll put the little pillow in the bottom. And then it's easily for me just to put the baby down. Okay, there's your blanket. Okay, you can go on that little blanket. And we'll bring your sister here. Tempest is such a beautiful little girl. Look, who wouldn't want that in their collection? Absolutely stunning. I hope my microphones are still going well for you all. You can get customized babies, yes you can. And I should announce too that last week we sold 11 babies. So, you know, a big thing for you to know. I didn't actually remind anyone to take screenshots of those babies if you love them so much, but you can tell me you like Tate and Tempest. If you like a baby, don't wait. And also, we don't like to be messed around as well. So if you love it, you got to go for it, because normally there's not just you wanting that one baby. Normally there's about 5 people. If you've come in first, I will try to, you know, give you more attention, and because you're first in, first serve, I'll go for you first. But you've got to get it. You've got to get it. You've got to say, okay, I want that baby. I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. Or I want that baby. I'm going to start my deposit tomorrow. You've got to get in, get me to get your details and get it happening. Because unfortunately, there's been people that have lost babies because of, you know, waiting time and things like that. And also, if you see something, you know, try not to dance with us all week, okay? Because this is my job. Yes, it is. But it's a bit unfair. You know, make a decision, make a commitment, and, you know, go for it. Because otherwise you're just playing, and it makes it hard. We do payment plans, CJ. Thank you for asking. But everyone is different, so that's why you've got to ask me. Occasionally, we'll have a seller who wants the money straight away, so only upfront payments. Other people, they don't care. They're happy to do a 6-month lay-by. Some people want a 2-month short lay-by. So they're all different. We also have payment, like we've got PayPal, credit card, Afterpay, Zip Pay. Thank you so much, Raylene. I really appreciate that. So Afterpay and Zip Pay, which is really, really great. So some of the babies, only 2 of the babies I've got here today are listed on my website, because I had a couple of others listed, but they got sold. They sell pretty quickly. So don't wait, Mary. Thank you so much. Don't wait. If you can help it, get onto it. And, you know, I'm not trying to rush people or, you know, make you spend your money, but I also don't want you to miss out on something that you really love. This is new to me. I'm way behind. So I started this probably about 6 weeks ago, and it's just grown really quickly. But now we do it every Saturday unless I let you know. So actually in 2 weeks on a Saturday, I've got a Reborn picnic. So when I've got that Reborn picnic, I can't do the Reborn showcase on that day. So I will probably do it on the Friday night. But if you want to know updates on when I'm doing it, you can just go to my Aussie Reborn Supplies page on Facebook, and I tell you when it's coming. But I think the Friday night might be good, because at least other people who can't watch it Saturday could maybe watch it Friday. Marlo says, would be great if you could possibly mention the artist known. If known, yes. If known, I can do that. It's a bit of a matter of timing though. Like if you do really see a baby, you know, like I've got over 20 babies to showcase here today. So I can't always go through, and I don't always have all the information. No, I'm not painting them. They've been painted by other artists, okay? So I'll try as best as I can to give details as best as I can. But if not, if you see a baby that you really love, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. If you see a baby that you love so much, just send me a message and say, okay, I love, you know, the Tony sculpt. Can you tell me a bit more about it? And that's when we'll, you know, engage in that. Okay, now we're going to go this little baby here. And sometimes, because I do have so many babies in here, sometimes it gets overwhelming for me. So I might make a little bit mistake on prices, but I'll try as much as I can to not do things like that. But yeah, I've got everything written down and little paper, everyone's paper, well, most people's paperwork in front of their baby. But you know, it happens. It happens. Black Beauty said, I did know AU dollars is more than US. Maybe I need to move to Australia. In the end, it's all the same. Realistically, it's all the same. It's just our conversion is different, basically. So yeah, they are all in Australian dollars. Again, that's another question that you can ask me. You can say, Annette, you know, I liked the little baby. This is Sue K. I like the little Sue K. She's $495. Can you tell me what's that in, you know, pound? And I'll look that for you. But, you know, Google is your best friend with those sort of things. So this is our fourth baby we're showcasing today, and this is the beautiful Sue K sculpt. Now she's a brand new baby, and she is made by Anne Schilt from Bear Babes Reborn Art Dolls, I think it is. Now some I will get some names wrong as well because I'm sort of just spoken the word. She's $495. She is an Asian baby, and she does actually come with a beautiful Asian inspired outfit that has little dancing lions on it and a beautiful red headband with a tassel. But she had that on for a few weeks and she wasn't getting a huge amount of attention. So I've changed her last week to this cute little angel outfit. Lovely, lovely frills everywhere, frilly socks, and the little wings on the back. Now her hair is hand implanted. It's one hair at a time, or if they're not one hair, it's only two hairs. But it's nice because we want her to have that thicker hair, being Asian. It's a really dark brown. It's not black. It's a really dark brown. I'll just show you her hair there, best I can. Very, very nicely implanted there. You can see the beautiful swirl. And her eyes, she's got like a brown eye. Hopefully you can see her. Yeah, I believe you can. It's like more of a reddy brown than brown brown. Absolutely beautiful. Her lips are the cutest little lips ever. She does come with a pacifier dummy, but that isn't with me right at this second. I'll give you a little look of what it can look like. I'm not sure if that's right. Whoops, that's the wrong way, but there's her with a little dummy. She does come with a beautiful little white dummy. Now, little Sue K has got full limbs, full arm, full legs, so you can really. I love that you can dress her in these beautiful little onesies and really showcase those limbs there. She's a good weight. She's not too heavy. Any of the babies, you can also ask me their weight as well, and if you need a little bit of weight added to them, we can do that as long as we remember. Hey, Melanie. And but she's really, really cute, really, really cute. She's a reborn baby, so she is vinyl. And please remember, with all the reborn babies, they are all genderless. So that means they have got a cloth body. If you can see just through there, that's a cloth body there. So genderless meaning she is not anatomically correct. So if you look at this cute little baby and you see a boy, then you can say to me, Annette, Cindy, I've already shown two silicons, and I think I've got another 3 or 4 to show. So just stay tuned. So yeah, if you say you want a little boy, then I can dress it up like a little boy before I send it to you. So we're very flexible like that. And even if you say, look, I really love Sue K, but I really want to see it as a boy, then I'll just change it for you and show you what it would look like as a boy. This one is one of those really great ones that I love that can just sort of sit on your hips and walk around the house with you, just spending the day hanging out. She's a real cute baby. Again, $495 this one is. If she's your baby, please take a screenshot of her right now. The prices all vary depending on what kit or if they're reborn in silicone. Silicone is obviously much more expensive than a reborn. We do have pre-loved babies here, and we also have brand new babies. This baby is a brand new baby, and it just depends on what the seller who's sending it to me on what they need. Thank you, Naya. Thank you for coming back. It's good to see you again. And again, for my TikTok family, make sure you, sorry, my YouTube family, make sure you click the like button to give us a like. And if you see me doing all these little things or thanking people on TikTok, people send me little gifts, which are really, really sweet. I don't know why they don't do it on YouTube yet, because it makes the whole video a little bit more interactive and fun. Thank you, everyone who is here today. I appreciate it. Okay, now I'm going to put this little baby girl up. I've got to make this little line go so I can put them in line of what has been seen and what hasn't. So little Suke can go up there. Just showing you again this little baby here. Hang on. I'm just showing my TikTok family. This is the cream of the crop. This silicone here is $6,500. Thank you, Black Beauty. $6,500. And when we showcase her today, I'm going to be getting on my gloves and I'm going to be undressing her down to her nappy so everyone can see what her limbs look like, what her skin looks like, how she moves. It's going to be a very special part. I'm not going to leave it till lucky last because otherwise you'd be here for another hour to 2 hours. We'll do it sort of mid-range, okay? But she's $6,500. And while I'm showing her to you, I'll try as best as I can. Thank you, Naya, for those beautiful flowers. I'll try the best I can to explain why she's $6,500 for those of you who aren't educated on the world of silicone babies. Thank you so much. But we're going to get back to the next baby now. Okay, I think I might show another baby that's down here. This baby is really, really cute. Get the details on this. I love it when I get these details. I don't get the details like that on every baby because sometimes they come in very quickly and we get as much information as we can though. Yeah, this baby is super cute, super cute. A little boy. So I know a few of you have been asking that you want to see a little boy. He is so cute. Look at him. I'm just like, my God, he's just so cute. He's the Trent asleep Reborn kit. Look at the little mouth on him. Give me this dummy of yours. Isn't he sweet? He's just... Now, everyone knows I drop my voice when I think that a baby is extra sweet and so peaceful. It's like I just don't want to disturb them. Look at his face and his features. He is such a little darling boy. I know. It's like, oh my ovaries. He's just so cute. Now, he has got blonde implanted hair. Let me get him up here. Don't kick my microphone, bub. Now, he's got a hat on, so excuse any hat hair there. Look at that beautiful hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll just give it a light brush. Like I said, I don't like to brush too much. Oh, the implanting on this baby is stunning. Look at that. Again, let me have a look for you. It looks mono-rooting, singular hairs, each singular at a time. Beautiful blonde. Have a look at him there without his hat. Hello, little Trent. Little Trent. Now, let me just get some details for a few of you. Now, he has got full limbs, which makes it really good for, you know, showcasing those limbs off in those onesies. So full limbs means all the way up to the hip here, all the way up to the elbow, with a cloth body that, of course, is genderless, so he can be a boy or a girl. He's got his COA, of course. He was reborn by Summer Smith by Summer Day Nursery. He's 20 inches. He has got some minor paint rubs on both feet. unfortunately, that does happen at times. I'll just try to show you the best I can here. Oops, sorry guys. Some minor little paint rubs in here. Again, if you really love him, just send me a picture and I will, you can just see that there. You can just send me a picture and I will send you a picture of those minor paint rubs. He is $500. You can see a paint rub on that bottom foot there. You can class that as just like a little bit of alopecia or something like that. Just needs, you know, to be covered with that just some booties, and there's no other problems with him. And he's $500. Just trying to get any other information I can for you on him. No, that's about it. Very, very cute. He's very beautiful. And with that, this one, unfortunately, this one isn't a lay-by baby. It is an outright purchase baby. But, you know, if you really love him so much and you say, Annette, I really can't afford to purchase him outright, we can, yeah, he's definitely a pre-owned baby with those rubs on. But yeah, I can discuss with the seller if they're willing to do a small lay-by for you. But he's really cool. And again, his name is Trent. If you love Trent, if Trent is your baby, please take a screenshot of him now. Don't forget, you can ask me any questions about him. And when you are asking questions about him, you need to send me your messages to Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies. Just send the message there. It doesn't matter. They can be sent anywhere in the world at all. So all you have to do is say, Annette, I'd like a quote on getting Trent, this baby, sent to the US, and I will get those details for you. There's no compulsory commitment. If you start talking to me, it doesn't mean you have to buy the baby. It just means you're asking questions, and that's okay to ask questions, isn't it? Okay, little Trent's going back up here. Good boy, Trent. Now this one here his name is Graeme. He's a different baby. I don't know if he'll be a baby for everyone. He is a pre-loved baby, but also not pre-loved. He's only just been put together. Only just. I say pre-loved because he was probably painted some time ago. I've only just put him together. I do occasionally get babies in lots that I buy, and this was in a lot that I purchased and he wasn't together yet. He didn't even have his eyes in, so I had to then put his eyes in, and I gave him fingernails, little nails, because he didn't have his nails yet. And the eyes were very challenging because this little baby, by the way, he's got painted hair. This little baby is the Graeme sculpt by Giana Kazmarak. I always get that wrong. As you can see in the picture there, he's sleeping. But so someone has, before they have given it to me, before I bought it from them, they have cut out his eyes because they could envision an awake baby. And so that meant that sticking his eyes in were a big, big challenge. But we managed it. So his name's Graeme, and he's only $300. So he's actually quite a good bargain there. Actually, no, he was $250. Sorry, he's $250. $250. And one of the main reasons for his price at $250 is because in a few places on his body, I'm just trying to see if I can find one, he's got little purple marks. I'm just trying to see if I can find that for you. Oh, there is it's not very visible. Come on, Graeme, show off your purple marks. Oh, there we go. So you can see just on his arm here, he's just got a purple dot. So I don't know what that's from. It might be from pen or something like that. But because of that, sorry, there we go, Melanie. because of those pen marks. He's got a couple on his feet, and he's just one on his arm here, another one on this arm. So because of those marks, he is like a brand new baby, but he's reflected as a pre-loved baby, or you could call him a boo-boo baby. And he is only $250 plus postage. His eyes are dark brown. He's got dark brown eyes. He's got amazing thick brows, thick painted brows. I think that's really great. He's got some great qualities on his paint. Another great quality is his mottling is really, really intricate. He has got a lot of mottling. You can actually see he's got like a little purple mark just under his lip there as well. But, you know, all of those things aside, he's still like a cute baby. And for $250 for an authentic baby with his COA, that's pretty great. So $250. He's got pretty straight legs there, full legs, 3/4 arms. Okay, so he's really good in a onesie like this that has that cut up the top. $250. So if little Graeme here is your baby, take a screenshot of him now and send me that through Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies, to ask your questions. Thank you so much for all of those TikTokers who are there tapping that screen and getting the likes up for me. Much, much, much appreciated. And if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Thanks, Naya. Thank you so much for those fireworks. They've just made my day. That absolutely made my day. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to put another baby over here. Oh, that might excite some people. Look at this one. Ooh. Thank you, Chanel. Is that Chanel? Thank you, Chanel. Thank you so much for those roses. Much appreciated. Hope I'm not knocking the microphones and staticking you guys too much. Really hope that. So I've got a silicone baby here. You're very good at fixing things if you're in the mood. Well, that's good. Thank you for those chocolate strawberries, Naya. I love chocolate. I don't love strawberries, but I do love the strawberry flavour. Okay, so we're going to go into a silicone here. Now, this one is the Arn silicone, full body silicone girl by Bonnie Sen. There's the COA for her. She is actually created by Much Love by Lainey Kiriona. So beautiful baby. I love this. This was one of the babies that I showcased in one of the little videos. She is so cute. She is such a big girl. Like, what a big girl. And she's got the cheekiest face ever. She just, oh my God, look at that face, right? So as you can see, she's silicone, so full body. If I did a little, oh, come here, little girl. Get you over here in the light. Little squeeze test on her cheeks there. Little chubby cheeks. Beautiful, beautiful girl. This one is a pre-loved baby, but pre-loved only by word. Okay, there's nothing wrong with her. She is beautiful in every way. Beautiful hands, feet, everything about her is just so, so sweet. And her hair is fully implanted. It is the most beautiful hair ever. It's one of those hairstyles where you just want to pat her head. It's like satin. Oh my God, it is like satin. It is the most beautiful hair. Now, I did see that someone else did the hair on her. Hair by Nadia Colette. But it is definitely implanted beautifully. She's a heavy girl because she is a full body. Hair is implanted one hair at a time, by the way. Obviously, fully anatomically correct, so she is a baby girl. Full body silicone, so can be bathed, but of course we don't recommend that to be done very often. It's just a sometimes things, as these babies, as you can imagine, are, you know, really, really you know, with the price, you want to reflect that price on how you treat her. She's only $3,000, which is an absolute steal for a full body silicone. Great. Like I said, she is in as new but pre-loved, sold as a pre-loved baby, but in as new condition. Eye color, I'm pretty certain will be a, oh, it's not actually a dark brown, you know. It is a grey blue. It is a grey blue. Now, I know that you probably won't be able to see that because it was hard enough for me to see that. Get up there, Aunt, and have a show your face. Grey blue eyes. She is an Asian sculpt baby, as you can see. And look at that. Look at that little tongue in her mouth. How adorable is she, right? So she will take a full pacifier. Let me have a look. Oh, she did have a pacifier here somewhere. This one here. I will show you that. She's just got a little jolly pop one here. Okay. How cute is that? But again, we don't fuss with that too much, giving her bottles or changing the passies all the time. We don't say, we just say, you know, that's a sometimes thing to do, or maybe just, you know, because she's on display, just keep her dummy in her mouth like that. Now, hopefully the baby, I think she was leaning on my microphone, so you might have been a bit muffled there with what we were saying. But yes, Aunt is $3,000. Thank you so much, Ezra, for that ice cream. $3,000. She's a big girl. Look at her back on me, right? She definitely has that beautiful style about her that just makes you want to sort of give her a rock to sleep. Hello. Hello, little one. What are you looking at me like that for? Your shoelace is coming undone, and that's going to stress me out and make me want to fix it, isn't it? Hair is just beautiful. I'm telling you, you will sit there and you will just have to pat her hair. I know we've got some bed hair at the back there. You'll just have to. But you know, be very gentle. If she's your baby, she is a steal. If she is your baby, don't forget to give us likes on YouTube, please, so much. Thank you so much. If she's your baby, you'll just gently go like this, you know. It's nothing like you're pulling out her hair, but it's so nice. Ezra, thank you so much for sending me those roses. So much appreciated. Thank you so, so much. Now, someone's missing their dummy. I think that's Trent, so I'm going to go give that to Trent. Thank you, Ezra. Title gifter. Thank you. 32 roses. Wow, I'm lucky today. So if Ann, that's AHN, if she is your baby, thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, Cade. If she's your baby, take a screenshot now of her. All you need to do is just send me a message through Facebook. Oh my God. Thank you, Azrael, and thank you, Jimmy. Oh my God, you're making my gift goals today. I appreciate that. Thanks, Jimmy. That is that gonna stop soon? It's 29:30. Oh my God. But yeah, take a screenshot. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Oh, he's still going. And just send me a message, Aussie Reborn Supplies on Facebook. Show me the image and just say, I really want to know how much it will cost to be sent to me in blah, blah, blah. And then we work that out with you. And I believe she actually, wow, 64 roses. Oh my God, that is unbelievable. Thank you so much. So, she is accepted on a short lay-by. So if you're wanting this baby, she can go on labour. 89. Oh my God. What is that? A tiny dino, Jimmy? Oh my God. 101 roses. Oh, I've got to stop for a minute because this is beyond amazing. Oh my God. Is that a cake? A little cake there? And a love heart and 118 roses, 120 roses, 122 roses. That was a big job. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all your little gifts you're giving me. So yes, little Arn, $3,000 and ready to go home. One of the biggest things that we've noticed here at the adoption agency is many of you get so excited that you can't wait. You go for a lay-by and you're like, no, I can't wait. And you pay it up because you're just so excited you've got to get it home. And I completely understand that. She is a beautiful baby. Anne is an absolute beautiful baby. Just going to put another baby over here for you guys to look at. I know she's in the distance, but it gives you that little looking thing. I'm going to have another drink, guys. I get very thirsty doing these adoption agencies. Now, don't forget, if you don't find your forever baby today, thank you so much, Summer, for joining my club. I appreciate that. Don't forget, I've got subscription if anyone wants to join that as well. So yeah, I do this every Saturday around 12 to 12:30. But I let you guys know on Aussie Reborn Supplies on Facebook. So it's really important to follow me on Facebook as well. Okay. So you can go onto Facebook, and then that gives you, I give you reminders that, you know, I'm coming on live on Saturday. In 2 weeks, I've got a reborn picnic, so I won't be here at lunchtime on the Saturday. But because of that, I will rotate and do it at another time. I'm thinking at this stage, it'll be on the Friday night, which will give others an opportunity to, you know, join me. Maybe they can't join on a Saturday because they're working or something, but on a Friday night, they might be able to join. So if you're following on Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies, it gives you the updates of when I'm doing the live videos. Okay, now I definitely need a brush for this little one. We're going to, this one is a Levi sculpt by Bonnie Brown. Now, we all know how the Levi sculpts are just so cute. This is a little girl. Oh, she's a really good weight too. Oh, I love the weight of this baby. Very weighty. She's a sleeping baby. Now, I'll just try to find out some information about her. She was made by Precious Moments Nursery. She's 6 pounds 7, 18 inches. She is a pre-loved baby. Now, let me get some information on her. Oh, yeah. She is $450. Amazing. Really, really sweet. She's got that little bum scrunch that we all love. Beautifully implanted, very soft blonde mohair. Just got to fix up my TikTok so they know that I'm human and not an alien. Or am I? I don't know. The details on this baby are ever so beautiful. You can see like all the details in the colours, and I know you probably cannot see it. You love the Levi sculpt. I love the Levi sculpt as well. I know you probably can't really see it in the pictures there, but she has got some lovely veining on her, the top of her hand and in her wrist as well. Sorry when I drag the babies around like this a little bit, but I've got to showcase everything to you. One of these type of babies that I just adore the cuddle in. She's got that beautiful cuddle in. And just I love the bent legs. When they've got the bent legs, they tend to like snuggle in a little bit better. Bonnie Brown has got some beautiful babies that do that. Beautiful, beautiful babies. The weight's great, like I said, absolutely beautiful weight. She's got a beautifully weighted head and body. There's her face close up. So you can see the veining in the top of her head there. Implanted eyelashes in her hair. Where'd the brush go? It's very, very soft. Very soft. So it's very easy to sort of come out of place. Oops, I have to brush that little piece down there. There is implanting on one side of the head isn't as strong as the other, but that's often just the way an artist will do it. So it's a little bit thinner on that side, but it doesn't look like it doesn't look, don't touch that. It doesn't look like it's missing any hair or anything. Definitely really sort of just falls into your body. Can you see how she's just sort of, she's a great weight. Okay. You see the baby behind me? Yes, which one? The dark skin or the baby in pink? Let me know. I'll try and see if I can see that. But yeah, she's really, really beautiful. 400. Hi, twin mum, I think that is. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm glad you found me live too. And thank you all there for giving me all those likes on YouTube. And on TikTok, you guys are going crazy. We've got nearly 25,000 likes on TikTok. So let's see if you can get me to 50,000. All you're going to do is tap the screen. There's nothing, it's free for you to do. Okay. So I'm going to put her back down. Okay. Now I'm just going to check. Someone says I've got to block someone. Who do I need to block? Tell me who I need to block. The hospital beds, actually, many, many years ago when I got into reborning, I actually contacted the hospital at the time. And the hospital had some that weren't suitable for block Bella, that weren't suitable for real babies anymore. And they said as long as I wasn't going to use them for real babies, that I could have them and make a donation to the hospital. And that's what I did. I can't see Bella's name coming up at the moment. Maybe she's going stealth on me. Anyway, I'm too busy going on. Just ignore them if they keep carrying on. Just literally ignore them. I just can't see Bella's name coming up. And Queenie, I'm going to make you a mod because I do know you. Come on, let me do this. But please, I do also like if people are going a little bit nuts. So you've been made a mod, Queenie. If people are going a little bit nuts, I kind of do understand that to a degree because many people need the education. So I do like to try to educate people, but if they're being really crude and just keep going and keep upsetting people here, then yes, I do like them to be kicked. But I try to think of everyone. Thank you so much, Queenie. I appreciate you. I try to think of everyone. You know, not everyone is educated, and we need, as you know, reborn mummies, families, friends, we need to think about that, and we need as much as we can to educate these people. Okay. Is that the Bella? Okay. Sorry, guys, when I take a moment. Yes, education is key. Education is really key, and that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. My weeks go so quick. You wouldn't believe weekends are gone now answering messages about these babies. But I'm gonna paint my back wall here, and I'm gonna put all those words up there because sometimes obviously it's not easy to tell everyone what they're all about. Okay, so the baby in pink, here she comes. She's a sweetie. She is really sweet. Again, I'm going to give her hair a little brush. Just a soft brush. She's very sweet. Now, what is her deal? She's Journey. Journey is her kid name. Let me just find out some details. Lay-by can be on this baby. The Journey Kit by Laurelie Eagles. Here is the COA. Extremely hard to get. Extremely, extremely, extremely rare. She was also painted by, spat the dummy, by Summer Smith, by Summer Day Nursery. She's got full limbs. She's 19 inches. She's got her COA. She's got no flaws. She has got a whole body plate and a COA in the dummy. The body plate would be in with her little box opening thing. So she's a sweetheart. Look at the mouth on her. I really like the look of this baby. She's very, very realistic. Very realistic looking baby. Let me just chat to you about her. Her nails are beautifully done. Look at how they are pinked up. Nice gloss. The nail tips are pretty. Down to the moon of her nails look really sort of very authentic like ours. Details. I can see her veining. You can see the different tones and changes in colour with the bluing and even the yellowing of the features. Her hair is beautifully implanted. One to maybe two hair at a time. Eyebrows, very, very sweet. She's got little earrings. Thanks, Ezra. Thank you. Her eyelashes are implanted, and they're implanted in the right direction. I've got one little eyelash there. I'll need to trim off at the end. That's normal. Thank you, Ezra. All those ice creams you're giving. Thank you so much. I will turn her around so you can see her hair a little bit better. She can see her little swirl there. She's a really good weight. It's not too heavy, but it's still of a weight where it sort of drops in and cuddles to your own body. Just got to check my... Oh, look, she can look like she's kind of like she's sucking her thumb. Thank you so much, Azra, for your ice cream kind. Appreciate that. She's definitely a rocky baby. She's definitely, but that sleeping. I love this. I'm addicted to the sleeping babies. This isn't a Gracie May sculpt, but it's the Journey sculpt, and she's by Laurelie Eagles. So the same person who actually made Gracie May. I think we've got two Gracie Mays due in here next week. Thank you so much, Azra. You are bombing me today. I appreciate it. Oh, and look at that baby chicken. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. That is so, so cute. She's lovely, isn't she? So, like, I didn't give you a price on her. She is a rare sculpt. Like I said, really hard to get this sculpt. If you try to find her, you'll be very, very lucky if you do. She is $850. And worth every cent of it because of being so, so rare. And Laurelie sculpts, you love them. They are beautiful, aren't they? But the older. Oh, thank you for the love. Thank you, Ezra. But the older they get, the more valuable they get. Will you buy them? Are they already made? Well, this is already made up. Already made up. She is so beautiful. Thank you, everyone, for your love on TikTok. I appreciate that. And your likes on YouTube. Thank you again. So, again, this one, $850. She has got, we'll have a short lay-by on her. So that's kind of good too, because it gives you that opportunity, if you don't have the money straight up, that you can still own something like that. And again, we can tweak a little bit. We can tweak a little bit. I'll get her for a minute for you. We can tweak. There she is again. I can't pick her up at the same time, I'm sorry. We can tweak the lay-by terms just a little bit. So this one actually has a very short lay-by, but if you say, look, I just need an extra 2 weeks, I'm certain that I can get the seller to do that for you. It's all about negotiating with them. Twin says, Ozzy, do you have a video on how to start a podcast? I don't think I do, actually. That's something that I could do, though, isn't it? So I'll put Jodie back, but again, I'll just give you one last look at her. And I love the look, the old over-the-shoulder look. Oh, she's very sweet. Very, very sweet. Okay, and like I said, she's got her ears pierced as well. Oh, she's got, and she does take a dummy. We did see that earlier. So beautiful. Okay, well, we'll go to this little baby over here, the dark baby, but I'm just going to reorganize my babies and put this little one aside. Now, where's your blanket, sweetheart? That's your blanket there. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. Okay, who's got to come up next? Okay, all right. I've got to make sure I do not miss any, basically. We'll just go in line. Naughty. Giana's going to be coming up next. He can go in here. You stay there. Okay, so this little baby here is it's going to be, it's one of those babies. He's a little bit stiffer because he is a full body. So as you can see, he's got that stiffness to him because I said he's full body. He's got that not full body. He's got that plate. All of where my fingers are vinyl, and down here is cloth. So you can still move him. He can still move, which is really great. I'll just show you in there. That's how his body goes. But this one is the Gus by Tina Cui, but this one was made by Jodie Lombardo. Everyone loves Jodie Lombardo babies. She's got such a way about her painting that the features really, really are showcased so well. And the hair, it's painted, but look at that. Look at the way it's painted. So cute. Who painted him? Jodie Lombardo. Jodie Lombardo, I'm not sure. She is known worldwide, but very well known for her intricate ways. Now look at the hands. See how the hands have those pink palms? But yet, or you can see all of the details on the fingers, in the creases, the color variation, stunning. Like I said, here's the Gus sculpt, and he's $450. And to get a Jodie Lombardo baby, yeah, definitely amazing. His hair is amazing, and the color. Look at the feet. Look at the feet. The perfect coloring on the feet. She is amazing at her coloring, and I'll show you the tops of her feet there. See what I mean about the color variation, the creasing, the color in the creasing, the coloring around the ankles. Stunning. Sorry, I've got him unclipped there, but that's just so I could show you, his body plate there. He makes a good baby to sort of sit up, but again, I don't really like sitting up a sleeping baby. I think they always look so cute like this. His weight, he's a little light, just a little light, but I think that sort of reflects on the shape of his body as well. The ears, look at the ears. The colouring, these people that keep saying next, you're about to be kicked. Like, this isn't about you and what you want, Thank you so much, Queenie. We're not racing through these because some people really want to know as many details as they can. If you go onto Facebook and look up Jodie Lombardo, you'll see her work. She does some really great alternate babies. She made some Cheshire cats earlier in the year, and they're just so advanced and detailed. Definitely detailed. People get reborns for many reasons, Lucy. There's dementia, depression, anxiety, loss, coping, collectors. We talk about collectors all the time. You know, men, it's all right men to collect their Hot Wheels and Lego, but if a woman collects a reborn, she's, you know, psycho. Um, the art in itself, as you can see, look at the artwork of the hairline. I'm just going to get in really close. The hairline just beside the ear there. That's artistry. If you go in and, you know, buy a painting, for instance, you know, you're going to pay, you know, 20,000, 30,000, some ridiculous amount for some of those high-end artists. But it's not okay to do it for a reborn artist who is, you know, we sit there. I've got bloody arthritis in my hand from the work I do. You're doing that intricate work on those hairs, veins, nails, you know, being really careful to get, you know, colouring like around the temples and the eyes and bluing and all those features that make it look realistic. And they're not to be, you know, overlooked. You know, you've really got to think about those nitty gritty things. Okay, I'm going to put another baby up here. This one's a bit of a bigger baby, so I'm going to put her up here. She's already lost her little bracelet. Put your bracelet back on. And really soon, I'm going to tell you how many babies we've gone through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've done 9 babies, and we've got like 20 babies. Does that make any sense at all? I feel like I've done more than that. I feel like I've done more. I hope I haven't been reminding everyone to take screenshots of their babies, that they're forever babies. Please, if you're on YouTube, please click that like button. 37,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you so much. I don't know. I've lost my trail of thought. Thank you, Mrs. B. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Sarah, you said sold on the Jodie Lombardo baby. You can't buy your own baby. You must have heard something. That's good. Okay, so next. Trying to remember what's next. Yay! Young Coham. Have you got a little pishka? If you don't know what a pishka is, it's Ukrainian for. Okay, now we're going to go back to Giana. Giana's been here for a few weeks. I think we need to change his gender. Maybe change him to a girl or something so people can get a different variation. This is the baby that I always get in here and I do these little jiggles because he's such like a naughty boy. He's just like a cheeky naughty boy to me. I just love him so much. And I love his skin tone. He's definitely underrated. He's $350. He's got dark skin. Probably, I don't even know how dark, maybe like a Hispanic sort of coloring dark. But you can see, look at those brows. I love the brows on this baby. And his eyes, I'm hoping today you might get a better view because we've got the sun coming really lovingly into this room. Poor grumpy baby, I know. Beautiful green eyes. Beautiful green eyes with the dark skin. He is a pre-loved baby, so he does have some little rubs on him. But he's the Giana sculpt by Melody Hess. And he's actually got, his body is actually signed by Melody Hess herself. He looks great. Sometimes, no, he's he's like a really light, I guess maybe you could call him grey. Because I was going to say like a light black, which is grey, right? But it doesn't look like, you know, with all his features like the pinks around his mouth and everything. it sort of suits him. I love how he's bald, just nice and clearly bald. But yeah, his skin looks, it doesn't look, I should say that word, like, he doesn't look like a dead baby. He looks like a cheeky little boy, and he likes to sort of get in your face and be naughty. Like, he looks, look at these shoes, like he looks like he wants to get up and run around and cause mischief. What are your thoughts on people taking their reborns out in public? I don't have a problem with that. We talked about many times before, it's hard. It is hard for people to take their reborns out in public. It is hard. It's because of the judgment. When you're out in public, people are afraid of judgment. And, that's just a human nature of us all. But, there's so many ways that you can take a reborn out in public and not be seen. For instance, you could get a smaller reborn and you could put it in a bag, and while you're carrying your bag, you can still put your hand down into your bag to, touch it for comfort. You could carry it in a carrier. And many of the carriers you see, where they're up on your body, they actually cover the baby's face. And you can even put a blanket over the baby's face if you want, because the fact is, the amount of people that actually come up to you when you got a baby in a carrier on your body and say, "Oh, can I look at your baby?" It's like nil, maybe 1% of people. It's like so small. People just don't do it. And then if you've got it in a pram, a lot of people love to buy those beautiful, elaborate prams and really enjoy the whole process of reborns. And they just cover them with a blanket, and no one sort of comes up to them. It's quite good. You can be quite private about what you're doing with your reborns and go out in public and do everything you want without people knowing it's completely okay. Is Colm still talking about his little Pishka or her? I'll say little Pishka because maybe she's got one too. I don't know. What am I to say? But education, guys. If you're sitting here and you're thinking, "Oh my God, this is crazy," I'm thinking this person needs help. You need to get education, because we talk about it again. There's actual doctors, therapists who will prescribe a person to have a reborn baby for therapy, for coping, for comfort, for therapy through grief loss, depression, anxiety, so many different reasons. And they actually will, and I'm not joking. Hi, Gigi. They actually will prescribe them. You go get a reborn baby. And they notice their patients, notice their patients getting better and being able to cope with regular life, just like you and me. And if you can cope with regular life, good on you. You should be so grateful for your life. So be grateful and thankful and stop being an absolute dick, because you've got to think about what other people. Be grateful you're not in that situation that you need that kind of coping mechanism. But I can tell you, from what I've seen, true life people. Thanks, Helen. Thank you so much for that, joining my club. True life people, I've seen the health improvements. I've even witnessed, in true fact, people stop their medication, stop taking as many of their medication because they've got that help. Now that is a blessing. And if you don't see it as a blessing, you've probably got something wrong with your head, I would say. Okay, now I'm going to get a baby out for you guys. Actually, no, I'm not going to get that yet because I'm going to use my gloves. I'm going to get my gloves on in a minute and show you some really high-end babies. High-end babies. So if you're judgmental about price and that, you need to walk now. Walk now, because they're gonna shock you. They're gonna shock you, okay? They're big. Okay, now we're gonna talk to this little girl here, this little Saskia. She's a Bonnie Brown. She's a bit cheeky. She's a bit like, Giana in that cheeky way. A bigger baby, as you can see. She's quite long. I'm a short lady, but she is quite long. But I love how she can sit on your hip. And, could you imagine having a baby like this? If you've never had a reborn, that you get to carry around your home while you're, doing the vacuuming. Oh, how cool does that feel? I'm doing the vacuuming and I've got a little baby in tow and it's just so fun. What a companion. What a great companion. Saskia is a gorgeous kid. She's a bald baby, but do you notice how Saskia looks so good as a bald baby? You can see the little details on her head there. It's like if you saw a Saskia in real life, you'd almost expect her to be bald. And she's really cute. Now, she's got very precious blue eyes with very pretty lashes. And look at those lips. Oh my goodness, look at those lips. I'm just in scrubs for entertainment purposes, just for fun. If you see people going to, let's say, like a Comic Con or something like that, and they get dressed up, they're just doing it for fun and entertainment, just, making people's day, making people happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a bit of fun. I know I'm not a doctor, I know I'm not a nurse, but I am the Aussie Reborn Supplies adoption agency. So we're making it just a little bit of fun for people who want to adopt these beautiful babies. Now, let me find details on Saskia. And I love how the legs are like this. So we can pull her on this side. And, it's almost like, you're grasping at that leg. And this one's just sort of hanging down. Look at her looking at me. Stop looking at me like that. You're supposed to be looking at all your fans there. Appreciate all the likes from you guys on YouTube. Thank you so much for sitting here and watching us today. And oh my God, I asked my TikTok family to get me to 50,000 likes. We're at 49,000, guys. 49,000. So thank you for tapping that screen like you have been doing. You guys are incredible. Shout out to the world. Okay, now, so details. Where's Saskia? Here we go. Is this Saskia's? Yes, here's Saskia's. So let's have a look. She's $500. She comes with her COA, of course. There, we don't know the artist's name. $500. She's got the COA. Says she's got a dummy, but I think we figured out she doesn't. Oh no, she does. Look at her with her dummy. It's not her dummy, that's Giana's dummy, but doesn't the blue look cute? I can see a little boy there, actually. We do. We ship worldwide, Sammy. So if you're in New Zealand, all you have to do is take a screenshot of the baby you like and then send me a message on Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies, and, just say how much would it cost to have this little baby, Saskia, sent to New Zealand. And I'll get all the quote for you. It's not compulsory. You don't have to go ahead. It's just asking the question. I'm happy to help anyone with those questions. Also, just to let everyone know, if you're trying to message me on TikTok, unfortunately, I can't receive messages on TikTok. And that was just purely because I've been on TikTok for a while, but just haven't really, gotten into it too much. And there's certain rules about what words you can actually use when you're talking about a child. And a TikTok, the algorithm, they don't know that I'm not talking about a real child. They don't know that I'm talking about a doll. So, when I'm talking about it having none of these on, or, all those kind of things, or even to share a picture of it, you can't do that. And that's a good thing because we need to protect our children. But yeah, unfortunately, TikTok have banned me from sending messages for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. But they're still letting me do my videos and everything. And that's just a learning process, and I have now learned that I have to be very careful with my words. Yes. So you send me the messages on Aussie Reborn Supplies Facebook page. I do have some mods here. I'm not sure if they're still here or not. But we do let some people get away with a little bit while they're trying to be educated. Okay, let's see if I can see anything else. Full limbs, of course, cloth body. It is genderless because it's got the cloth body, but you can make it a boy or a girl. You can do whatever you like. So $500 for that little baby Saskia. I'm going to put her up. Now, I'm just going to count how many more babies we've got to showcase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 more babies to showcase. So let's get a little bit serious here, guys. Let's get a bit serious, okay? We need to do some checks. We need to do some checks here. Now, calm down. This is just for fun, okay? It's just for fun. Just for fun, guys. But I am working with a very expensive silicone baby. And this particular silicone baby, I want everyone to know how special she is beyond a doubt. So we're going to get down in deep with her today. So I'm going to bring in this hospital bed a little bit better. I'm going to bring my YouTube family a bit down so you can see a little bit better. We're going to remove the clothes, most of the clothes down to the nappy of this baby. Now straight up, it is a $6,500 baby. So if you're questioning it, move along. But if you want to be here for the entertainment, stay and enjoy the art. Enjoy what we're talking about, okay? So send in those gifts. Thank you, 55,000 supporters and followers, not followers, likes on TikTok. While you're here on TikTok, send those gifts. Support the women and men who are selling these babies. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I will talk about the whole process. So if you need education on why this baby is $6,500, please sit quietly and listen. Don't talk. Don't open your mouth because you'll probably be either kicked off or, told you've got no education. Just listen, take it in and understand, okay? So this is the baby we're going to showcase right now. And she is an absolute delight. I'm going to get some details for her while she sits there so I can showcase that to you as well. Sorry, she's not right here at the moment. I've left her COA in with her baby stuff. Okay, where are we going? Just got to shut the window there because my husband is mowing the lawn. And it's noisy. Okay, block out some noise. Okay. Now who's that? That's yep, that is her. It's her. Here we go. There are lots of boxes and everything here. And sometimes it takes a little bit more looking through. So this is the Harley sculpt. This is the Harley sculpt. And the artist name, well, this is the COA for her, just to show you guys that. And she was, the artist for this was Christine Laville. She's full body silicone. She can go as a small lay-by. Just going to get another baby while I'm doing this. Oh, come here, little one. Okay. Don't look, guys. There you go. Okay, so the hair on this baby is absolutely amazing. So let's start from the beginning when we're talking about sculpt. When this baby, before it's actually even like a little fetus, we could say, there's someone that comes along and will sculpt this mold out of clay. So I don't know about you, it takes a lot to sculpt a baby out of clay. It takes a lot of clay, so the clay itself is really, really expensive. And then you've got to have really great artistic skills to be able to mold that clay to look like a real baby. That in itself, so the clay, very expensive. The amount of time it takes to mold everything. I'm talking top to bottom, toes, fingers, eye sockets, every little thing you've got there. That takes hours and hours of work. Okay. Then once they've got it completely, the clay completely molded, sometimes they have to bake that and heat the clay. Some do use an air dried clay. And then they have to put like a type of silicon over the top of that clay. And they have to do it like 2 times, a bit more than 2 times, but just basically 2 different separate type of layers. And that's like going to form a plug for this baby. So that silicone that they put over all the clay baby is really expensive. Okay, it's really, really expensive. They go through that. Then they have to get a specialized silicone, which is this silicone here, and they have to pour it into that plug. Okay, so then once it's all cured and everything, they remove, it's like a glove mold. They take that glove plug off of the baby and hope that there's no flaws. If there is flaws, they have to fix it. Then they have to paint it all by hand, painting with a silicone-based type paint. And then they have to implant the hair as well. And the hair is expensive. All of those processes are really expensive, costing, kit, sometimes a full body kit without even having any paint on it can be valued anywhere up to 3,000, sometimes even more. That's before it's even painted and implanted. That's before it's even had an armature put into it and things like that. There's so many factors involved. So when you're thinking about the fact, oh my God, someone has paid $6,500, there's so much that goes into that before you even get even close to the painting process. So much. And, the painting process, you actually have to be an artist to do that as well. Because I've seen some dog silicones before who've been painted like crap because they're not fully educated on it yet. They might be learning. So that's all in the process. These babies here have got armatures in so they can, we can push them up to have them pose in certain positions. You can change them. And $6,500. This baby is actually a pre-loved baby, but I'm going to take its little thing off so we can really showcase its hair today. I like to be very careful with it. She's actually a pre-loved baby, but she's only a couple of months old. Just the owner didn't quite bond with her, so she decided that she'll sell that one and get another one that she will bond with. So you're basically getting a brand new baby. It has been on display for only like a month. The colouring, the mottling, everything on her is just so sweet. I want to be as careful as I can, especially with her hair. But look at it, okay? Look at her hair. It is absolutely stunning. Beyond stunning. And look at her face. $6,500. Now, yeah, I know some people think, oh my God, that's crazy. But I know earlier you might have not been here. I've seen someone buy, only a couple of weeks ago, a Pokemon card for $21,000. And that's a little piece of cardboard. Now, I know that they are a collector of Pokemon and they want it. But there's people who are collector of these art dolls out there. Okay? And so $6,500 is a bargain in respect to that because the amount of value and product that goes into this baby to create it versus that Pokemon card is crazy beyond reason. You can check her back there. She's even got the nape of her neck where there's a little sort of indent there. Oh, look at her feet. $6,500. We can offer a short lay-by with this baby. But, you want to go to get this baby made for you, you're probably looking at, you know, $7,500 to $8,000. So $6,500, you've already made a saving. You've already made a saving, and she is so gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see up close. Let's have a look at that mottling on her chest there. Look at that mottling. Drop your arm a little bit, Bob. Let's everyone see that mottling on your chest. It is stunning, right? Look at her neck, her underarms. Everything is perfection. Now she has got an open mouth. She's got a tongue in her mouth. Don't want to fuss with her too much, guys. She's got a tongue in there. Whoops. You see that tongue in there? So she can take a pacifier. I'm going to be so careful with her. She can take a pacifier and even like a small bottle. But we always say, of course, that there is sometimes thing, okay? There is sometimes thing. You don't want to, you know, go sticking things in any, you know, the hole in her mouth all the time, because you, as respect for it, she is art. She's something that, you know, a lot of, you know, women obviously get these beautiful elaborate cots and everything, you know, just to showcase their baby so much. They keep it in like a dust-free room, you know, but also, you know, putting it into like a cabinet with lights coming down on her and things. She's a showcase baby. She's not something that you would pick up every day unless she's really, really your therapy baby. You could, of course, do that if she was a therapy baby. But we recommend, you know, just to appreciate the fact of how much you're spending on it. And from that, we say, you know, respect how much you spent on her. And going with that, you wouldn't go crazy and, you know, do things that could affect or cause her to break. So we cover over every part. We're very gentle when we're dressing them. As you can see, we've got the little hands covered over with the mittens there. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you. Respect. It's all about respect and education too. You could go to buy, I've seen my husband not long ago had a Millennium Falcon Lego piece that is really rare. It's worth about $1,500. I don't see anything in that because I don't like Lego. But I don't judge people who like Lego and who want to spend that. Thank you so much, Asha. So you guys are so great. I don't begrudge someone if they love Lego and they want to collect it and they want to spend $1,500 on Lego. Why would I? It's each to their own, isn't it? Okay, now this one, like I said again, is $6,500. She is the Harley sculpt, sculpted by Shy Murfraka dolls, produced by Maria Lynn dolls. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby. And I am just being so gentle with her because as far as I'm concerned, she is, hang on, let's put this down here. She's a brand new baby and you're getting a bargain at $6,500 if you're buying this baby because she's literally come off the showroom and is going to your room. US dollars, you can send me a message. Again, take a screenshot if this is your baby. If this is the baby that you want as your own baby, take a screenshot, send me a message on Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies, and just say, Annette, how much is it for Harley to be sent wherever you are, whether it's America, New Zealand. They're not made of plastic, they're made of silicone, and it's not just a silicone that you go and buy in Bunnings. It's a premium grade silicone that is extra soft, ultra soft. It's made for like making prosthetics and film add-ons and things like that. It's very specific. So $6,500 Australian would probably be about it'd probably be about 5,800 US. I'm not really sure, but you can ask me that question too, and I'm quite happy to get the conversion rate for you. Little Harley's going to go down there. I'm going to bring this baby over here, like that. Okay. I hope you're enjoying the live stream, guys. We've got so many beautiful babies here. Absolutely so many beautiful babies here showcasing. And I'd just like to thank again everyone who is getting involved. We've got 20 babies here that we're showcasing today, but there's more babies on their way. There's more babies on the way, guys. We ship everywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, okay? Anywhere in the world. So you guys are really, really lucky because number one, you're getting to see them in real time today. Number two, you get to talk to me, discuss your baby, discuss the weights, discuss everything about that baby. And you're getting an authentic baby. You're not going to one of these cheap sites where you're not quite sure if they're a scam site and then receiving something that looks, absolutely butt ugly. You're getting authentic babies made by authentic artists supporting our sculptors and our artists. I can't give you the conversion because I haven't got a converter here, but you can go on to Google and do that, or you can just ask me afterwards. And yeah, just say, Annette, how much is that particular baby in British pounds or something like that. We've got some beautiful babies here today, guys, absolutely beautiful, and we've still got about 5 or so to showcase to you. Just also letting you guys know, if you are a seller and you're wanting and thinking about selling babies through us, we work on a commission base, and you can just send me a message asking you details about that. All babies are kept in this room, and we keep them in these boxes. So the boxes, that they're all named and everything, that's to keep them dust free. There's no pets allowed in here. The blinds are up at the moment, but as soon as I'm finished and packed everything away, the blinds come down, so there's no, great sunshine in here. The babies, this is basically the baby's room. I do it for that. It is a spare room. I've got a bed in here for guests if they ever stay, but it's very rare for a guest to stay. Normally my husband will sleep in here if I've got the grandkids over or something. So it's very enjoyable being in here as such. It's hot at the moment because I had to shut the window because my husband's mowing the lawn. Now I'm going to wait for a moment for this little baby and this little baby. We're going to show another Reborn at the moment. So all the babies are different prices. We've got a beautiful Reborn at the moment, a little boy. And I love this baby because he's just, oh my God, he's got beautiful red hair. We had a red hair baby, little baby girl, that was Phineas, that was here last week. She got sold. This is Martin. Martin is just so, so cute. Look at him. He has got brown eyes and, yeah, that beautiful red hair. Nice and sparsely implanted. Now, I like that. I've said before how much I like that because it's like, when a baby's just born and they don't have a lot of hair and, it's sort of, hello, Martin, how are you? It just sort of sits there really nicely. He takes a magnetic pacifier, but he's not loving it at the moment. He's decided to take it on the side. Take it on the chin there, little Martin. He's a real cute baby. I would have to confirm with the owner about this baby. I'm sure she wanted $450 for him, $400 to $450. I have to confirm that. I didn't write it down. I know I asked her, and she did tell me, but I didn't write it down, and I've got so many babies to deal with. So there's many reasons that people would decide to have these babies. It can be for depression, for anxiety, to cope with things, reduce reduce the stress of life. You know, you got to also think there's many people can't have babies. And, you know, who are we? I don't have a breakup by Bonnie Sabine, but I do have one by Bonnie. That's not that one, and it's not that one. That was On, On by Bonnie Sabine. This one here. So yeah, babies. Some people can't have children. You know, I've been blessed. I've actually been blessed, and I've had children in my life, and I've got grandchildren. What a great blessing was have I been given on this earth. But other people haven't. And we've got to think, well, you know, they still have, I'm not done, just because they can't have children, maybe because of, you know, physical disabilities, mental disabilities, haven't had the opportunity. And then these days it's even hard in the dating world. And look at the women who are going out there and freezing their eggs because they're not finding the right partner. So, for some reason, they might not be able to have children, but they can have these reborns. And guess what? They don't mess, they're not dirty, you don't have to feed them. It's just the outlay of the initial cost of the baby. It's just something nice too. It's nice to have, you know, like even as kids. Do you remember as children, most of us, whether it be women or men, used to put, you know, a cuddly toy on your bed? Wouldn't you have loved as a child to put this little reborn on your bed? Oh my God, how amazing. So there's many reasons that people would collect these. Can be for therapy, can be just for collecting purposes. You know, you've got to think outside the box and think about, what do you collect? Does everyone like what you collect? My husband collects cameras. I don't want to collect cameras. Do you want to collect cameras? Maybe you do. But should I begrudge him for collecting cameras? No. Should he begrudge me for collecting reborns? No, he's very supportive because he completely understands, you know, what they are to people, what they can do. Look at that face. Now, this is the Martin Reborn. Like I said, we have got a COA with this baby. 450, I believe he is. They calm our patients. They calm patients so much. I know one lady who goes nuts, like would go nuts if she went into a hospital. It's too scary for her. But if she takes her reborn in with her, she is not scared. She's got her baby to support and comfort her. If she's got to get a needle or something, she just looks away and gives a cuddle to her baby, and she's okay with it. You know, isn't that in itself such a big reward? Like just for a doll, wow, what they can do. There is hundreds of thousands. I was talking to some of my beautiful friends on YouTube yesterday, and I was likening it to a tree. There's so many different starts. Now we're going to start in the center of that tree. The tree trunk is called Let Them. Let them being, you know, let people judge you. Let people say what they want. Let people say you're mentally disabled. Let people do whatever they like. They're not you. They're not in your shoes. Let them. Then we go off of those let them with all the words that the babies can do. You know, we've got grief, dementia, depression, anxiety, coping, comfort, grief. I think I said that before. Grief, collecting, just the appreciation for art. Thank you, Tani. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much, guys. So I've got about 50 dot point words that are related to reborn babies. So now let's pick one. Okay, just pick one. Let's say we pick anxiety. So now that branch has got leaves that come off it. You might have anxiety from seeing a spider. You might have anxiety going out in public. You might have anxiety being around men. They're your little leaves. So we've got that let them, then we've got the branches where they branch off into all the different words that they can help people. And then we've got the little leaves off each little one. So it is really like a family tree, a reborn tree that of help. I don't know really in the world of any other item that can be such a broad spectrum of help to so many people. Or things, it doesn't even have to be help, it can be collecting the art, collecting. You might love Bonnie Brown and want to collect all your Bonnie Brown babies. My God, I know so many who do that, and why not? Because she's fucking brilliant. I just swore, I'm sorry, but it's true, right? Brilliant. So that as a collector's point, and there your little pinpoints coming off it, okay? So, it's education, learn. It's not about judging people generally struggling, need mental support to help overcome, not drag on. Thank you for saying that. I appreciated that. It's brilliant. And thank you everyone for your likes on TikTok and YouTube and the gifts that you're giving me on TikTok. Brilliant. Let's get back to babies. We're going to go over here because I know a lot of people might have wanted to see this now. I've got to get the information on her because she came in. She's the Mavis. Mavis Melody. I'll get the COA for her anyway. Well, it's not the COA. This is oh no, that's Mavis. Sorry, Helen, if you're here. Sorry. How rude. That's the Mavis. So we can go with that. And this is her. Now, a little piece of paper here. This is a Malika. She has a COA and all that kind of stuff. But this is Malika. So beautiful with that dark skin and this dark, beautiful, glorious hair. Oh my God, look at her. Oh, low battery. Close. I've got low battery on my YouTube, so that means I have to keep going, don't I? Look at her. Look at her. Full body silicone. Do you know how hard it is to do this beautiful colouring on this kind of baby? Look at her eyes. If you're watching Helen, please look away. And I'm saying that because it's Helen's baby and I don't want her to fall in love with her baby again when we're trying to sell her for her. She's beautiful. So she's full body, anatomically correct. She's a beautiful little girl. She's got your dark skin, beautiful, beautiful, stunning blue eyes, full open mouth. So she could take a full pacifier and even a bottle in there. Of course, like I've been saying a number of times today, we're very careful with that. Her hair is stunningly implanted and it's just popping up all over the place. But if you have a really, really close look, it is so finely implanted, you would die if you saw her in person. She is gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. The hair is so soft. It is so soft. Thank you, Naya. And she's beautiful. Now she's $5,000. She's got the armature in, so we can do posing with her if we want. She is a heavy girl, but that is quite normal with most of your full body silicons, because silicon is like a heavy material. But I've talked about before, this is a beautiful baby that if you are sitting, watching, I'm just getting myself organized, watching some Netflix, and you're sitting back on your lounge, and you just want to sit back. I'm leaning back on my lounge now, guys. I'm watching my TV, and I've got this beautiful baby. What a weighted therapy on my chest. Now, we haven't spoken much today about weighted therapy, but how amazing and how big a deal it is. Weighted therapy is a real thing. It is an amazing thing. And a baby like this on your chest while you're watching your movie today on Netflix, absolutely amazing. And yes, the best feeling. Weighted therapy is amazing and it is real. Look at these feet and legs on this baby. She's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Like I said, she is $5,000. Absolutely beautiful. She actually has a twin who will be appearing very soon on a short film and also on a commercial. So if you ever see a commercial that has like a little bit of a dark skinned sleeping baby, it's her twin. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? So again, she is the Malika Sculpt, and she is $5,000. Okay, so another bargain. She's a pre-loved baby, but you know, again, pre-loved by words, not by style. She's been displayed on in a bed and lovingly looked after. Okay, another reborn. We get over here. Now this one, I'm not sure of its name yet. I'll have to figure it out. Her little thing. She is the Katie Awake. Katie Awake Reborn. What a sweetheart. Look at her. And this one is only $400. She's got painted hair. And the painted hair is it's actually like a soft brown auburn colour. Very, very nice. She's got beautiful blue eyes. And yes, she's the Katie Awake Sculpt Reborn. $400, I think I said then, $400. She's a real sweetheart. She sits really nicely into your body. Really nice. And she's got lovely details. Her hair, like the painting and the brows, just on the side, up near her ear there, you can see how intricate and fine that is. You can see her details. Her lips are beautifully coloured. The details in her skin, the mottling, the blushing there is so beautiful. She's really sweet. And I love her size. I love her size because she just seems a little bit littler than most reborns. And oh, you're looking at me. Hello, how are you? Beautiful baby. $400. The Katie Awake Reborn Sculpt. She was actually made by Baby Bee Nursery. And many of us already know who she is. And she's a brilliant artist. This is a pre-loved baby, by the way. Pre-loved. Thank you so much again for all of your support on TikTok and YouTube. I'm going to put her down. I'm going to, hurry things up a little bit because for my YouTube family, excuse me, the power level's going down, and I don't want anyone to miss out. I can always sit on TikTok for a little bit longer, but I can't sit on YouTube for longer. Now this one is a toddler little girl. Her kit name is Missy. Whoops. She's $650. She's got the COA and everything. Beautifully implanted long hair. She's got her ears pierced. She's a cute baby. Full arms, full legs. Great for just, look at that. She just wants to cuddle in close and just have some love. She really wants to have some love and a mum cuddle. So cute. And the size, hopefully you can see, I'm moving things around here a bit. Size, she's very long. See the length of her there. Great baby to sit on your hip like we did with the Saskia before and walk around the room. She's very pretty, isn't she? Her dark hair, it's dark chocolate brown hair. And she has got blue-grey eyes with that hazel fleck in the centre. And again, $650. If this is your baby, take a screenshot and send me a message. And don't forget, we send worldwide, so you can ask the question of how much is this baby to be sent to, say, the UK. Sit her up here for a minute. Just come down here. There we go. She's cute. She's really cute. Now back onto the Melody Mavis kit by Melody. Mavis kit. She's another full body girl. Now I got some paperwork. I've got paperwork. I'm not sure on the price of this baby. I did get some paperwork, but I'm sorry, Will and Helen. I thought it would be on this paper. That's your COA for the Mavis. I'm sorry, I haven't got the price on me right now. But if she's your baby, take a screenshot. I believe, I don't want to just say it, but I think she was about 3,000. I could be wrong, could be 3,500, but that's all right. You get what I mean, guys. She's a nice, long, full body silicone, bald, so no hair, no painted hair. Beautiful little face, sweetest little face you will ever see. You can see that she has got a tongue in her mouth there. She can take a modified pacifier so that we'll just sort of sit in the lips there. Very long girl. Very long. Look how long her arms are. Just lovingly painted. Just a nice light colour on her. Not, she's still got details and everything. You can still see details, but she's not overdone. I like that about her. I really like the size of her and everything. The lips especially. And the little tongue. I just think that is so sweet. Even that just in there is her gums. Like just there, you see that? That's her gums. And then her tongue is beyond that. So how the artist on that, unbelievable. Artist and how intricate the work is to get that kind of work done. Amazing. No, the eyes do not open because it is just a doll, a lifelike doll. So if this is your baby, please take a screenshot of her and then we can confirm the price. She is very beautiful. She is really, really beautiful. We can confirm all the prices with you. She's got her COA and everything. I just love that outfit too. Who doesn't love that outfit? That is beyond cute. Now I'm just trying to think. I've got two more babies to showcase. Two more babies. Here's another. This one is a partial silicone, a little boy. He's a wake sculpt. And he is $2,000 Australian. Partial, meaning it's just he's a cheeky baby. Just the silicone, the limbs are silicone and the head, and he's got a cloth body. Check him out. He's got a great way of looking right through you. I think he's just so beautiful. Look at him. Look at his face. He has got an open mouth as well, but I would say it only takes like a partial pacifier. We don't want to fuss too much with opening and closing that baby's mouth. He's really lovely. He's got a real personality about him, just the look about him and that realistic look, like he's really looking at you. It's really, not all babies have that. Not all babies have that beautiful realistic look about them. But he's sort of got it like he's looking at you and just like saying, yep, okay, I'm looking at you. How cute is that? Heather says, Willow loves ours. I think she showed that one earlier. Yeah, if you have missed anything in this showcase, you can go back on my YouTube and re-watch the live stream from our YouTube. That will be available to re-watch at any time. The TikTok one, unfortunately, we cannot re-watch that. But we can re-watch little snippets and that. How much is pink dress, pink dress? The little girl with the long hair, she's 650. Okay, now I believe there's one more to showcase. I could be wrong. I'm going to go through all of them before I finish up. But I really want to just show this last baby that I know of before you all go. This one is the Ravi. And it's been made by Haley, by Enchanted Crowns Creations. This one is really like quite up there, as in high end. If you're after a high end baby, a reborn baby, this is definitely high end. It's got beautiful, like darker skin tones. Take the dummy off there. And look at that mouth. Wow. Oh my, I know, right? Let's give you a couple of looks. Over the shoulder is always a good look with these realistic, real babies. Hello, Ravi. Now, little Ravi is $750 and is a pre-loved baby, but I was told at brand new rates this was like $950 at brand new. You can see the colouring. Look at the colouring in this baby. It's divine. So much work. And then you've got the hair fully implanted with that dark hair. Again, she is a reborn baby with the full limbs and cloth body. So she is genderless. So you can have it as a boy or a girl, whatever suits you. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. $750 worth every cent. I'll get you some close-up looks of that face again. You can look, all you have to do when you're looking at details on these babies is look up around the brows, how the brows are painted, the colouring beside the nostrils. Okay, I think it's either gone dead. Let's have a look. It's either gone dead or it's accidentally turned off. There we go. It seems to be staying on. Okay. Right. I think it will tell me if it goes out again, because it did go red there for a second, and then I'll just unplug it. Okay, so Ravi again, genderless because it's got a cloth body, so you could have it as a boy or girl. Really looking at the details around the nose, around the mouth, the chin. Who's Ravi's sculptor? Um, Priscilla Lopez. Priscilla Lopez. And she was made by Enchanted Crowns Creations. The hair, it does need a little brush at the back there because it's been laying down, but it's lovingly implanted. Yep, definitely like one, maybe some two hairs at a time, but very nicely implanted. Skin tones, incredible. Look at the hands and the nails. And the weight, $750 for this one. The weight is incredible. See how she flops into me? See how just that like simple movement? She's got that really weight. Thank you so much for that puffy heart. You can see the feet there. Now they are like a really red tone, but like it reflects on the skin tone of this baby and being like newborn and, just, when they get that look. So she's really, this artist, I know her personally, Hayley. She really goes to a lot of trouble. She researches her babies. She researches the looks of real babies. And she really tries to reflect that in her work. Okay. We're without a microphone on TikTok now. That has died on us. But we're still going with a microphone on YouTube. You're very welcome. So yeah, her paintwork is a reflection of her education and her study that she does to create her babies to look as lifelike as possible. So the price reflects that at $750, completely reflects that. Now I'm just gonna cuddle this baby for a few minutes while we look at all the babies we've gone through and make sure I didn't miss any. I've got to check in boxes. I've got them all laying across the bed. I've got all the babies all on the bed. And that is all of our babies for today. Hopefully I haven't missed any yet. I'm going to stay with you guys. Unfortunately on YouTube, I don't know how much power I've got left. I might have about 10%. TikTok, I have more. So if you want to stay, if you're enthralled, I'm going to now go back to the start and restart. I won't go through all of them again. I just won't. We won't have time. But I will start because many of you might have been here for an hour or something, but missed our first hour of babies. Let's see if a little bit of light can't help. Just a little there. Yeah. You want one from her. She does do the most beautiful babies. I've got to say that. I'll say that over and over again. Haley makes a very sought after babies. And when she goes to doll shows, she normally sells out. And if she doesn't, they sell after the show pretty quickly. Okay, so again, if this is your baby, send me a screenshot and send me a message on Aussie Reborn Supplies on Facebook. Okay, and say, I want Ravi. I want to know more about Ravi. Okay, so we will find out postage details for you. You can ask for more close-up photos. You can ask any details you want. Who created her? Does she have a COA? You ask all the questions. Please ask a lot of questions. But please, 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 again, if you fall in love with any of the babies here today, don't mess around. Get onto it quickly. And if you really want it, don't sit here going, oh, do I not? Because in that time, it could be the difference between the loss of the baby. Now we have babies here every week, and that's really lovely. And you'll find another forever baby on another week. That is true. We're on 10%. Thank you. We're on 10% on YouTube now, but we're still going. So there's plenty of babies that come. We get new babies every week. At the moment, we're very blessed to get new babies every week, which is incredible. It's just incredible. And that's due to the great community that we have here. Great community. Okay, close that. Great community. Now, this little baby, let's get some details on her for you, shall we? So she is a Tony Sculpt by God. I need to have like a little, like paint or singing, the music stand, music note stand, so I can just have it here so I can look at them and talk to you. She's the Tony Sculpt by Gudrun Legler. This is an edition. They've only got 1,000 only 1,000 sculpts ever made of this baby, and she's number 454. Hair is divine, absolutely divine hair. Look at it. Just sitting there looking at the back of its head is enough. It's enough, right? It's just so enough because it's just so beautiful. You get that real newborn baby look. Look at it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right. So sweet. Okay, now she is $500. $500 this one is. Full limbs, so full arms, full legs, 12th body, so of course she is genderless. You can have her as a boy or a girl. I really see her as a girl. Look at that face. Hello, sweetheart. Who made her? Linda Eaton of Toodaloo Nursery. I know her. I met her last year. And I can see she's got beautiful, beautiful work there. 18-inch size. She's got a COA. She obviously takes a dummy. I showed you that before. Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. Or Heather. Thank you so much. Beautiful baby. So if this is your baby, take a screenshot. She's wearing a beautiful, beautiful pink and white Spanish knit. Who doesn't love the Spanish knits, right? And look at her. Just look at her with me holding her like that. She's got that really realistic look. She's looking up at me. I can turn her head to look at you. That's a very realistic looking baby. And she's $500. Please, again, I hope if the seller is here watching, look away, because this is when you fall back in love with your babies. And that's the hardest thing, when you fall back in love with your babies. If she's your baby, take a screenshot. Don't forget, postage is on top of the price that I'm telling you all today. Postage can range anywhere from $20 up to $100, depending on where it's going in the world. She's also a great baby to sit on my hip there. Just have a little chat. She's, you know, the hardest thing for me, guys, is looking at these babies when they come in. I'm like, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. And I know one day I'm really intricately gonna fall in love. But at this stage, I'm all for you guys. And even when I do fall in love, this is one of the babies I would fall in love with. But even when I do fall in love, I think about yous and I think about, oh no, someone could find, you know, more comfort and support in this baby than I could. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for that beautiful flower. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone. If you're still on YouTube, please give a thumbs up for us there for all the work we've done today. On TikTok, we have had 80,000 likes. Boom, you guys did it. I think you've just created a record for me, and I appreciate that. Brooke, thank you so much for your roses. Okay, I'm going to put little Tony down. There we go. We're going to put her down. She's got a beautiful little hat here that matches her outfit. Oh my God. So cute. Completely so cute. So I'm going to put her in here with my little baby so I can show you Tate and Tempest again, because they were some of the first ones we showcased. Still got power there? Still got power there. Okay, I think this is your little blanket. Don't you lose your blanket. It's just keeping everyone's things together as well. When you've got 20 babies here and they're all different and they all got different wants and needs, we have to be careful with their goodies. Okay, so again, this is Tempest, and her name is just a reflection of that. She is tempting. Look at her. I love, the main thing I love about this one is like she's like a skinny mini. Like she's got these skinny legs and skinny arms, but it all sort of coexists with the tiny body. She's not tiny by any means. She's just newborn. She's just newborn. And she has got like a light brown to medium brown hair. It's implanted gently one at a time as well. You can see she's a silicone full body silicone with armatures in the limbs, so we can pose her if we want. Thank you for that strawberry chocolate strawberries there. You can see that she has got she's full body, so she's got a little belly button here, and she is anatomically correct, meaning that she is a baby girl. She just sort of flops into you, just totally flops into you. Thank you for the kitty cats SS. Thank you so much. And definitely a baby that you want to get in there with those beautiful little rocks. Oh my God, what an exercise am I getting today? And she's one of those beautiful Netflix babies that give you that beautiful weighted therapy. You're sitting back on your chair, you're watching your movie, and this weighted therapy is on your chest. Look at her, she can look at me, I can look at her, and I can just enjoy the movie with that beautiful weight against me. You can't buy it. Even though she is $4,000 to buy, it's priceless. It is priceless to get that kind of therapy. You know, you can't pay that. You'd be paying years and years of therapy to try to get that. Now, as we have spoke about earlier, I'll put her back on that little bassinet there. She has got a brother. Her brother is Tate, and he is, of course, as well, anatomically correct. Yes, Tate, I know. And so anatomically correct, I'm meaning, yes, he is a boy. He's got the armatures in him, so he can be, you know, you can pose him just like that. Look at that. He's got an open mouth there. You can put a pacifier in. Beautifully implanted hair. Like I was saying earlier, it's a combination of like a dark brown and like a medium brown. He's so, so cute. So here's the twin of Tempest that I just showed you before. This one is $4,000. All authentic babies coming with their COAs. You will not be disappointed when these babies arrive on your doorstep. If you're wanting to buy them, you can buy them straight up today and I can literally post them out to you on Monday. It can be that quick. It can be that quick a turnaround, depending on how you pay, of course. Some of the babies that are here are offered out on a short lay-by, some even a longer term lay-by, or you can buy them up front. You can pay credit card, you can pay PayPal, you can pay Afterpay, Zip Pay, bank deposit. Isn't he beautiful? He is really sweet. Okay, so we've been through all of the babies today, and we went through a couple others over again. Please, please, please. I'm going to start to finish up now. This is Suke. She's $495. If you've seen a baby today, I hope you get in contact with me on Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies, and ask me some questions. After this live stream, I'm going to have a short half-hour break, and then I get straight back into it and start answering all of your messages, getting you quotes on postage, getting you all the details you need. I haven't had lunch, so it's time to have some lunch, I think. They're all available under, like I said, you can buy them up front or work on a payment plan with me. This little baby here, little Suke, $495. Beautiful Asian inspired baby. She does take a passy as well. I hope you've enjoyed today. We have 20 babies. Last week we sold 11 babies, so we'll see what today holds. The most realistic ones would definitely be a little Harley here. Harley is really, really epic. That's Harley. I will go over there and show you Harley over there. She is definitely one of the highest realistic babies. Mavis here is pretty crazy. See, I will keep going because then I'll say Tempest and Tate are crazy. Oops, that isn't good, is it? Just trying to wake up my thing. Right, okay, what is it doing to me? My I'm going to take this off this, excuse me. My tripod, which is digital, has just decided to have a mind of its own. Rude. It's just completely gone. Then, of course, that Reborn baby we were talking about before, the Ravi, that was by Haley from Enchanted Crowns. She's pretty amazing as well. So, yes, Aussie Reborn Supplies is my name. You can find me, obviously. Please follow me on TikTok here. Follow me on YouTube. You can re-watch this whole live stream on YouTube. If you need to message me, send me a message on Facebook, Aussie Reborn Supplies. We also have a website, aussierebornsupplies.com.au. Some of the babies are listed. Actually, this little girl here, Missy, she's my toddler. She is listed. I think my TikTok has given out before my YouTube. That's pretty important. So that's all right. Crikey. I'm going to finish up with you guys too. Most realistic, of course, is beautiful Harley, Tempest, Tate, Mavis, and Ravi. All right, guys, I'm going to go now. Please send me a message if you've got any questions. And I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Thanks, guys. Bye.